Bonanza is a great show, and this was a great episode. This one's called "The War Comes to Washoe," and on this episode, it's got all kind of Civil War stuff going on in it. And as you know, the Civil War had brothers against brothers and fathers against sons and so on, families against families. So check it out.
All right, why don't you come out with it?
Out with it?
With what you're thinking.
Well, that could be a dangerous request.
I wasn't deaf last night when you made your remarks about Morvath.
Joe, I didn't say anything about the girl. Just about what she represents. Which happens to be a system based on the enslavement of human beings.
She doesn't believe in that any more than you do. She just feels the South has the right to work out their own problems. They don't want to be dictated to by a bunch of Northern politicians.
You mean it wants to hold on to slavery for another 100 years?
I mean nothing of the kind. In either case, Morvath has nothing to do with it.
Now, Joe, that's not true, and you know it. She and her father are bound to the South and everything it stands for in the war.
Now, look, lately you've been twisting everything and everybody into the war or politics. Now, after this, I want you to leave my girl out of it.
Well, how can I? And she and her father are in it up to their necks. And they'll pull you in with them if you don't come to your senses.
You know, I'm getting a little tired of your prejudice against my girl.
And I'm getting tired of you being blinded by a girl when there's more important things to remember.
What's all this about?
Just trying to open his eyes a little.
Open his eyes about what?
Not Judge Terry.
I'm not marrying Judge Terry.
Now, hold on there, boy. This is the first time you've mentioned anything about marriage?
I wasn't sure before. Morvath and I are going to be married. And I don't care about her father's politics. I love her and she loves me.
I think she'd say anything to get a cart right into the Terry faction.
Don't shut up. Shut up. You know,
Two hotheads.
Oh, you know about Terry. You know Jefferson Davis has promised him the governorship to the territory if it goes Confederate.
What's that got to do with Morvath?
Well, I just got through telling you.
well, Adam, can a young fella fall in love with a girl without war or politics coming into it?
Not when it's Terry's daughter.
Hey, Paul. Oh, Paul, we got a caller up at the house.
Who?
It's Bill Stewart. He says he wants to talk to you. It's important.
Well, tell him I'll be right along.
Yes, sir.
Now, how about both of you giving a little thought to the running of this ranch? And stop wasting your time on things that don't concern us.
I think that this war does concern us.
And we've got a ranch to run. And starting right now, we're all going to remember it. We got an offer from McKeeson and Carson for 50,000 feet of undressed timber. I want you and Hoss to head north and mark out the timber for cutting. It's about time the herd was inspected so you can pack your grub and take care of that.
You see that hatred in Joe? He's doing some good acting. See that hatred in Joe's face? How he's just staring. He stared at him down the whole time. That's how that hatred was for real back in the Civil War time. Especially coming from the South. South has some serious hatred for the North. But that's he's doing some good acting. That's how it was for real. Little Joe's he's ready to fight.
Maybe a couple of weeks on the trail will clear your heads and cool your tempers. Now, come on, there are a couple of things out here I want you to do.
And that's why the North in the beginning, that's why the North had a hard time beating the South in the beginning, because the North didn't know how passionate the South was about keeping their way of living with the slaves and all of that. People up north didn't realize it. People down south was serious about it. And that's why first battle of Bull Run, Manassas and all that, they was kicking the North's ass because they didn't realize how hateful they didn't realize how hateful the South was. Took them. They had to get somebody like Grant and Sherman on their level before they started winning. But also it's interesting. When I was young and used to watch Bonanza, and they always talked about Virginia City, right? I always thought that Bonanza was taking place in Virginia, the state, until one day I went to Lake Tahoe in the 90s and was driving. Lake Tahoe is a beautiful place, by the way. Beautiful place, man. The water's like powder blue. It's like going back in time. Anyway, I'm driving and I see the sign. Check out the Ponderosa house. I was like, what? Really? And I was like, Ponderosa house is here? And sure enough, kept driving. There was a Ponderosa house. And I went there. It was open. Yeah. I went to the Ponderosa. And it was pretty neat because they still had the NBC cameras. They had the NBC cameras still there from the old days. The big jumps. NBC cameras was there. And I'm gonna tell you something interesting. And outside they had microphones like hanging off the trees and stuff. So when they did the outside scenes, but back inside the house, right? You know how they got the Ponderosa like it's a big house. I'm trying to hurry up. Well, it's only one level. Yeah. I'm like, wow. So anytime they show them going up the steps, you ever notice how they didn't show them? They show them going up the steps, but they stopped because the stairways was just it was a false second floor. Yeah, I thought that was pretty cool, and that's what the guy said. So I said, oh, it's only like they got the steps going up to like a wall, right? And the guy said, yeah. He said when they show them going up the steps, they actually shot like they made like where we were standing at. They made that into like a bedroom. So yeah, I thought that was pretty cool too. But yeah, I went to the Ponderosa house, man. And it's in Lake Tahoe, and that's when I realized Virginia City. It is a Virginia city in Nevada. So yes, but all them years I always thought I always thought it was Virginia. So anyway, guys, what side of the fence do you fall on with the Civil War? It still feel like it's going on with the Republicans and Democrats. Peace out.